be going to the open guard position. So we're here. I don't care if you like cuff grips or pistol grips, make your choice. I'm here, I'm gonna shrimp and open my hips. As I do, the biggest thing we were struggling with Tuesday was driving our knees to the center. I want both of my knees inside his arms. That way I can open up. Good wide hip shin pressure here, pulling his arms down, and I'm staying on one hip. The other thing I noticed a lot Tuesday was a lot of us tended to lay either flat or we lifted one shoulder up to like feel good about the fact that we weren't flat. When I'm here, I'm completely on my hip and rib cage here. I'm not on many of my back muscles. I'm here on that side, pulling here, wide open. All right? So I'm here, me and Corey are moving and doing stuff. I set my grips, open, here, get myself set, and I pick a side. Which side you open to, really up to you. I always open to my left, mainly because it makes my top hand my right hand, which is my dominant hand. Dealer's choice, but that's why I go this direction all the time. You can swing both ways, we are accepted. So we're here. Once we get here, I'm going to start off balancing and moving him, getting him going, right? My bottom leg is going to drop, and I'm going to look to scoop his knee. A lot of us were trying to like thigh kick our way through this sweep on Tuesday. I'm scooping his knee at the very bottom of the mat. Like my leg is scraping the mat as I'm hitting this. My top leg, I'm kicking him in the armpit, not to take him at a 90-degree that way, but at a 45 this way. As I'm doing that, I'm ripping this hand across and just pulling here. Just a real simple scissor sweep. That then allows me to come up, and I can attack the arm bar as part of this as well. White belts just work getting the sweep to mount. Blue belts up, add in attacking that arm bar pretty much instantly. But I'm here, grips, here, boom, we're in. Move around a little bit, I'm doing what I like. Okay, I want to go this way. Drop, kick, pull. If I'm upper belts, I'm coming up and attacking. If not, I'm just settling into mount. Questions on this? You said I want lifting him a little bit before the kick, right? A little bit, more just
be pretty close.
I'm just off balancing him more than anything with my feet and with my hips. Because if I'm here, Corey, through however many years of wrestling he's done now in his life, if I just leave Corey sitting here and go, you know, I should try to sweep his leg. It's like trying to kick a tree over. It's just not going to work well. Kick could work, but it's not ideal, right? So when I'm here, I'm moving my hips, moving my knees, getting him in motion. Because that's going to allow me to then hit this and have a better chance. So when we're here, we're moving, I'm here, drop here. That's why I'm getting his hips up and moving. And that guy's gonna freak me out. Because every time I look up, I'm like, who the fuck's watching this? But that then allows me to come up and come into this. Side to side, moving his hips.
Another thing with the chop of the knee too, you don't want to get down there. You don't want to have it just like saying, hey, I'm going to chop your knee out, I'm going to chop your knee out. So you want to be kind of surprising with it. Where you just kind of throw it down.
Yeah, it's got to be, this isn't, I'm showing the different grips and steps as if they happen at a separate time. This all happens at once. So here is step one. Step two is all sweep and take the top. There's not like a three-step in this. Yeah, it's move around a little bit, but the second I go from here to we're sweeping, everything happens at once. And that's what a lot of us run into. We drop that leg and then try to sweep, and we make it like a 2 and 3 step, which should be 2. Like a 1-2 hit. Other questions on this? Right? Like I said, white belts focusing on just hitting the sweep, blue belts and up, add the arm bar finish just to know that you can hit it in succession. 1, 2, 3. So I'm here with Mr. Vanderventure, we get in, boom, I get here. Now let's say for whatever reason I'm just not confident in my ability to hit this scissor sweep. Maybe he's bigger, maybe I suck at it, it'll all happen, right? So we're here, we're moving, I'm doing stuff. Let's say I just don't have that confidence in hitting that sweep. I love a good arm drag, so that's why I like hitting this one next. So I'm here. My foot's going to go from the hip to the inside of the knee. My bottom side hand is going to come out, and I'm going to pull his arm across while I kick his knee out, sitting myself up. So the multiple steps in this that are all happening at once. Basically, all your hands and feet move at the same time. So I'm here. This hand is pulling across. This foot's here. This hand's coming up. My bottom foot looking for that hook. So I push, pull, pull. That then allows me two options. If I'm athletic, young, handsome like myself, you can come up, boom, and around, right? Take the back, work for chokes, do all that fun stuff. Get your points. But if you're also fat, young, don't want to move around like me, right? I'm here, boom. I'm going to reach up for either the belt, kind of that tail of his jacket, or the hip. Boom, I'm going to keep this posted, scoot my hips away, circle him in, start hunting my hooks at that. Either option is available to you. It just depends on your level of athleticism and what you want to do. So I'm here. We get here. I kick, sit in, pull, and I use this pull to sit myself up. Now my grip is always kind of the no-gi grip for this. I'm reaching back for this tricep, or this kind of the loose part of his jacket here, and I'm pulling that out. That then allows me to come up. If I don't like that, I just pull them into my lap. Start working chokes from there. Same thing as the basic arm drags we've worked in other spots, just hitting it from a different position. Questions on this? Besides hit it a couple more times. Questions? So I'm here. I'm moving around, right? I get to my position. Here, here, here. Ooh. Get my hooks in. Choke forward. For his grips. No questions on this? It's one of the most technical multi-step moves I've taught in a hot minute. We don't have questions. This hand or this hand? So this hand, I'm kicking out, dragging his arm across, and the second this hand connects, this hand, hunting for hips. So the second my left hand hits his arm, my right hand starts finding hips, belts, whatever it can get its hands on to get a hold of.
So if you're not, you come up.
I'm still coming here. Reaching for that hip. I'm always reaching for the hip because I don't trust anyone's belt. So very rarely do I recommend a belt for it. Because if it's more than 30 seconds into the match, 50-50 chance their belt tie sucks, mine comes undone constantly. So I'm going to reach in and grab the hip, not their belt. Other questions on that?
One thing you have to watch out for too, if you go with somebody that's like wrestling or something, as soon as you go to drag, they're gonna try to tip over. So
You gotta hit it quick.
Yeah. This isn't a we can lollygag once we sit up. Once you sit up, we have to be attacking that back consistently until we get there.
With the big boy one from here.
Yeah, I'm literally, so think about it this way. I'm here. Boom. I have one leg blocked. All I'm going to do is scoot my hips off, and I'm pulling his hips to me. So at worst, he's going to scoot in. He's going to try to start scooting in, but most of the time, they're not afraid. They think they can start attacking this leg, using it, so they're going to sit to that hip. They're just going to let me take it back. Because then once this puts in, now it's back points. Or if I'm not worried about points, I can just stay half back and attack. So it really just depends on what we're doing. Other questions? Driller out. 1, 2, 3. That's a step 2 to this. So now let's assume I get here. Boom, I get with Corey. Boom, I hip escape. Boom, I go to arm drag. Well, let's say Corey doesn't suck, so I can't get to his back. He starts to like drive back into me here. All we're gonna do, our foot that was on the knee is gonna scoop in for a hook. As he drives into me, my bottom leg is gonna come in for the hook. I'm going to lift with the belt, jacket, or pants, whatever you get a hold of, in my arm. Here, lift up, take them up. Take that out. So I'm here with Corey. I'm going, boom. I go hit the swing back, and it doesn't work. All we're gonna do, double butterfly hooks. Grip, I lift, elevate, take them over the other side. Because here's the thing that happens with a lot of people when you go for arm drags. They realize they don't like what's happening, so they either start pulling away from you or they drive in real hard. The benefit of this counter is it works either way. So when I'm here, and I go here, if Corey starts to really back away from me and pull out, I can scoop under him and pull in. But if he starts to drive in, it just makes this one so much easier. No gi, the only difference is you're hooking for the hip, which I'm still pretty much doing anyway. Regardless of it, keep. Questions on this? It's 2 or 3 depending on. So you're going to get sweep and then out. So most of the time it's going to be a 3-4. Or the 2. I think it's 2. So you're going to get 2 sweep for the engagement and then 4 for the point. So overall 6-point swing, which is pretty nice. Other questions on this? Hit the arm drag, they counter, butterfly sweep. That's all it is. Some of you guys all have, we're just putting them together now. Pull her out, 1, 2, 3. Boom. I get to this right here. Boom. I'm going, I'm doing stuff. Well, let's say instead of just needing to sweep him, I also want to be attacking while I sweep. All I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to pull his arm in as I kick my foot through. My heel is then going to come, and I'm looking for his head as I'm sitting. So I'm here, I'm in the open, we're moving. I'm going to pull his arm in and then towards my hip. As I do that, I'm penduluming my hip and my knee around his shoulder. Here. As soon as that foot gets past his head, I bring my other foot out and cross my feet, sitting myself up. Now, once we get here, if Corey stays hips up, I'm going to release the pressure so he can bring his hips up. Boom, I got to scoop my hips away and break him down. The second his hip hits the ground, figure for your leg, and reaches under for collar or armpit, and then you try to drive your knees to the mat while whispering dirty things into his ear. There you go. Gotta whisper dirty things or it doesn't work. So I'm here, we're moving, I don't feel confident going for the sweeps or the drags. I'm here. The second that foot comes around, well, I have to sit myself up and get my feet crossed. Because if Corey doesn't suck here, he's going to start to drive his head. Boom, Corey's going to try to pull. So once I get here, I have to get my feet crossed, sat up, and I'm controlling his head. That then allows me to scoot away. I touch this arm in a little bit more. It's a swing through Omoplatta. It's just from a different position. Questions on this? Legs are doing most of the work. here, if I need a little bit of help, I can hold that knee. 1, 2, 3, got me. As soon as my feet hit the ground, hand to hip, hand to hand, then we figure. And remember, if you need new enemies in life, wrist lock. That's always available. I normally don't even try to finish the omoplatta. I just wrist lock people because I'm an asshole. So if I'm here with Corey, boom, we're moving around, I'm doing stuff, right? I bring this foot through. If I need to, I help this head over. Boom. But the second my feet hit, my hands have to switch. This hand goes to the hip. This hand goes to the arm. I then scoot and break him all the way flat. And I'm reaching for this far side grip just to keep him controlled. Once I get here, I figure 4, and I'm just driving my hips, keeping his wrist tight. Or the hello, you can wrist up. I'm an asshole.